I hope everyone is having a nice Thanksgiving, at least if you're in the US. So today I'm doing a live art show, and so I'm showing a few pieces that have not yet been uploaded to my site, but they are pieces from in the last several years. And so first, I'm going to show you a vortex drawing. It is ink on matte board, on black matte board. And the title of this is Center Vortex. And so this was created in 2016. And I'm going to bring it closer. So it is one of only 3 vortex drawings that I have done. And so all of these pieces that I'm showing you now are uploaded to my site. And after, I'm going to share a link to the art show pieces that I'm showing today. I'm gonna go a little bit closer. And so again, these are ink on black matte board. So this first piece, so it is actually framed. I have a frame for it, but I had to take it out because it's got the glare. But so it has a simple black frame, and on my site is also a photo with the frame. Now, for both of these drawings, the next one I'm going to show you, the frames are not archival. Back in 2016, I wasn't aware of archival backing and framing. So this is the frame. It's a simple black frame. It is made with glass, and mostly these days for shipping, I do plexi because of the weight, but so the frame is available with the piece, or it can be also shipped without and just as the drawing as is. And so the drawing itself, or the drawing and the frame is 900, and with the sale, it is, I think it's 760, but it'll be on my site. So they're 20% off. They've just been uploaded today. So again, that is Center Vortex, and that is the first piece, and can come as framed and unframed. So the second piece, also a vortex drawing. And so there's only 3 vortex drawings that are on this matte board, and one a collector has. And so these were created in 2016. This is Aero Vortex. Coming closer. So this is also ink on, this is like a navy blue board. The other one was on a black matte board. And again, these are all signed on the back. And this one actually has a somewhat of a bronze frame also with it. And I do have, because of the purposes for the video, that I took out the artwork of the frame. But this is the frame. This is the piece, and on my site I actually have the photos with the piece, even though there's reflection. I have to figure out how to photograph them properly with the frame. Yeah, so that is Aero Vortex, and that one, the studio price is $800 and the sale price is $640, and that is with or without the frame, and free shipping on everything that I'm showing. And this, again, any of these pieces can also go vertically, and they can go horizontally. So that is the second piece. The third piece, also just uploaded to my site today, is Olifant. So now I'm going, so I was in a linear aesthetic, and now I'm going a little bit more into my organic aesthetic. So Olifant is the first acrylic piece on canvas that I painted 2011 that resembles the abstract animal shapes that I've been painting over the years. And you know, all of this is done subconsciously, where I then start seeing a shape within the canvas. And so this is a lot of line work, organic. Here's a close-up of it. And so this one, the sides, is actually a very thick piece. I think that's what, 2 inches, 2 and a quarter, I think. And so it has, each side is different. And this actually can be touched up. I didn't have time to do it today, but for instance, little spots on there, it could be touched up. Yeah, so this is, again, this is also on the website. It also shows the alternate views. And so Oliphant is, so the studio price is $700 and the sale price is $560. So that is 20% off of all of these pieces. This is an until December 1st, so Tuesday evening at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that is Oliphant. And you know, one of the other things about Oliphant, so Oliphant means elephant in Flemish, which is my native language. And you know, elephants are said to represent a lot of strong and beautiful characteristics as they are as an animal. And so it's a very special piece. It's the only painting on canvas that has the Oliphant in there. We have the Oliphant mural, which is behind the camera, but so this is the only small acrylic on canvas. And then we're gonna go to the fourth piece, which is Maria's hat. So Maria's hat is actually the only piece on wood panel that is now available on my site, which you can see here. I don't think this one's been signed yet, but this is actually a piece from 2011. And so Maria is my cousin's, or was my cousin's rabbit, but it was named after her mother, which was Maria. And so this piece is, during this time, let me bring it a little bit closer. During this time, I was creating, this is actually the same time frame as Oliphant, within a year, but from my Gros Total Oliphant series. And so this piece, there's a fabric piece that I hand sewed and created on, and I had scanned in that piece of fabric and the little artwork that it was. And when I scanned it in, the scanner had a glitch, and all of these colored lines came from that JPEG of scanning it in. So that inspired me to create a painting that was based off of that, then also with all these little hand embroidery stitch-like painted lines. So that's Maria's hat. And so Maria, this is the bunny. Again, this is an abstract interpretation, but it's also of the piece. And here's the little hat. And so Maria's hat is, the studio price is $1,200 and the sale price is $960. And again, on all these pieces, interest-free payment plans are available for all the pieces, and on my website as well. So that is Maria's hat. So now we're gonna go to this piece here, which is actually the only one of these that was on my site prior, but I haven't really ever shown it. I think I showed it in a story the other day on Instagram. So this is an oil and acrylic on canvas. And so this was one of the first pieces that was created during a time frame of 2 years. So it first started out with a lot of this shape work, and you know, something that does remind me of here is Alexander Calder, which some of my work is definitely influenced from him, bits and pieces. And then the other part was the line work that was incorporated a couple of years later, which you can see is also represented in other works that are around here. So again, this is a combination of acrylic and oil, and it's on canvas, obviously. And so the title of it is Several Thousand Miles Away. And so that was represented by, you know, the different time frames between 2010, 2012, and the places that I traveled to. And yeah, so this one is signed on the back. And the ones that aren't yet signed, they will be signed, which I think was just Maria's hat. And so there's the back of it. And again, this is also one that could hang horizontal or vertical, depending on your space. So I'm gonna put it back here. And so the price of this one is, the studio price is $2,800 and the sale price is $2,240. Again, free shipping on all of these pieces. So then we have, let's see, then we've got three prints that actually just came in today. And these 3 prints are, you know, as if you know from my work that's on my website, of course prints are always more inexpensive than the originals are. And so these prints are 2 limited edition prints and 1 open-ended edition of print. And so limited edition are always a little bit more costly than the open edition, but not by too much. Right. So the first one, so these actually came in from my Black Friday sale that I did a week and 2 weeks ago. And so these are for collectors already. It's always nice to show these. So this is one from the new series Time Travel. And so this is I think a 10 by 10. And so this has a lot of the 1970s aesthetic that I've been, here we go. Is that better? Yeah. 1970s aesthetic and patterns created within. Back?
That's good.
Yeah. And so this, for instance, this starts out at, let's see, so this one's called 1978 Mountains in Space. And so this starts at $60, but the sale price is $48. Show it one more time, so that's 1978 Mountains in Space. Then we're gonna go on to the first limited edition, which is actually the very first one. This one was originally created in 2015. However, a month ago, I updated the colors with a little bit more of a fall palette. And I've realized lately that I really am into the seasonal aspect within my artwork, which I think is the first year that that's really happening. So this one is called Autumn Vortex. Here we go. I think it matches my outfit. So it's a beautiful, beautiful vortex, again in an original 2015, but yeah, change some of the colors to what I've been. Is that good? Yeah. And you know, these pieces can go other ways as well. It's always mostly up to the collector. I know there's some pieces where I'm like, it has to go this way, but with a lot of these works that they can go other ways. And so limited edition at this price, let's see, so this is the Autumn Vortex. So they start, I think this is the 12 by 12, or is this the 10 by 10? You can check on my website, but the studio price is $70, but the sale price is, I think, $58, I think. I'll have to double check, but again, it's also on my website where you can see different sizes of what the cost is for the sale. So that is the second print. And then the third print, which is also a limited edition, which is JM Nostalgic. And so JM Nostalgic is after Julie Meritou, which is my favorite female living artist. very prolific female artist, and I've been following her for 10 years, and yeah, she's had a very big influence on myself and some of my work. And so this was the first piece that I created, one of maybe 2 or 3 that were really inspired by her. The others were just small drawings. Let's see. So this is a limited edition, JM Nostalgic, and so this is now, I think, the 5th or 6th collector, so 5 or 6 out of 20 that will be printed. And so this is a 20 by 20 inch. And so I think I showed this on a recent, but it was another size, and that was for another collector. But so this is JM Nostalgic, it's 20 by 20. And so it has a lot of, it's got some different tones in there. And again, this can also be, it's not signed yet, but it could also be turned around. There we go. Just leave it like that. And so this one, I think this price, well, yes, studio price starts at 70, but this is a 20 by 20, so I think it's 100 and something. Again, check my site, my notes. Yep. And I think that is it for now. That's all the pieces. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, message me. I'm also available for a design consultation if you'd like. And I think that's it. Happy holidays, the beginning of the season, and take care. Thank you so much. Bye.